mistero è la mia vita, che mistero. Sono un peccatore dell'80.000, un menzognero, ma dove sono? Cosa faccio? Come vivo? Vivo nell'anima del mondo, persi e vivere profondo. E sono il santo che ti ha tradito quando eri solo. Io vivatore a salvare il mondo da cielo. E vedo il mare, le foreste, e vedo Mack.
Vivo l'anima del mondo, penso nel vivere profondo.
Se c'è una notte voglio abbastanza da nascondermi, nascondermi. Se c'è una luce, una speranza,
Sole magnifico che splende dentro me. Dammi la gioia di vivere.
che ancora non c'è. Quella gioia di vivere che forse
Ancora non
Starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and gray. Look out on a summer's day with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hills, sketch the trees and daffodils. Catch the breeze and the winter chills in colors on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze, swirling clouds in violet haze, reflect in Vincent's eyes of china blue, colors changing hue. Morning fields of amber gray, weathered faces lined in pain are soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you, but still your love was true. And when no hope was left inside on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. Silver thorn, a bloody rose, lie crushed and broken on the virgin snow. Now I think I know what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen. They're not listening still. Perhaps they never will. Le ciel bleu sur nous peut s'effondrer, et la terre peut bien s'écrouler. Peu m'importe si tu m'aimes, je me fous du monde entier, tant que l'amour inondera mes matins, tant que mon corps frémira sous tes mains. Peu m'importe les problèmes, mon amour, puisque tu m'aimes. J'irai jusqu'au bout du monde, je me ferai teindre en blanc si tu me le demandais. J'irai décrocher la lune, j'irai voler la fortune si tu me le demandais. je renierai ma patrie, je renierai mes amis, si tu me le demandais. On peut bien rire de moi, je ferai n'importe quoi, je ferai n'importe quoi, si tu me le demandais. Si un jour la vie t'arrache à moi, si tu meurs, que tu sois loin de moi, peu m'importe si tu m'aimes, car moi je mourrai aussi. Nous aurons pour nous l'éternité dans le bleu de toute l'immensité, dans le ciel de problèmes. Mon amour, crois-tu qu'on s'aime? Dieu réunit ceux qui
I see conclusion in all this confusion. Though you and I both know it's only the warm glow of wine that's got you to feeling this way. But I don't care, I want you to stay, just to hold me and tell me you'll be here to love me today. Children are dancing, the gamblers are chancing their own. Windows accusing the door of abuse.
viviendo el tiempo contra ley. Vivo preguntando quién seré, pero mi espejo no me ve. Yo no soy capaz de crear la vida, yo que sigo el rumbo como un suicida, yo que no seré nunca Dios. Viviré como un muñeco programado, viviré fotocopiándome el pasado, viviré aunque yo no pedí vivir, ya viviré como una canción de amor que nadie cantará.
Es que no has mirado al hombre que duerme en plena calle, envuelto en llagas y cartones. Porque eres tan injusta, niña mimada, teniendo todo, tienes nada. Tú que con tu voz puedes dar la vida, tú te permites tan deprimida, tú, lejos del paraíso. Viviré porque he nacido en este mundo. Viviré porque el pasado marca mi futuro. Viviré porque la vida me lo
mia mente impassibile. Vivir porque no tengo más remedio, encadenada viviré en un intento más. Te digo no,
Ti dico sì.
te digo que voy a vivir.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times, and I guess I never told you I am so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. 'Cause you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. Satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
believe it's over, I'll watch the whole thing fall. And I never saw the writing that was on the wall. If I'd only knew the days were slipping past, that the good things never last, that you were crying. Summer turned to winter, and the snow had turned to rain. Then the rain turned into tears upon your face. I hardly recognize the girl you are today. And God, I hope it's not too late. It's not too late. 'Cause you are not alone. I'm always there with you, and we'll get lost together till the light comes pouring through. 'Cause when you feel like you're done and the darkness has won, and babe, you're not lost. When your world's crashing down and you can't bear the thought, I said, babe, you're not lost. Life can show no mercy, it can tear your soul apart. It can make you feel like you're gone crazy, but you're not. And things have seemed to change. There's one thing that's still the same. In my heart you have remained, and we can fly, fly, fly. The darkness has won, and babe, you're not lost. And the world's crashing down, and you can't bear the cross. I said, baby, you're not lost. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, baby, you're not lost. I said, baby, you're not lost. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I said, baby, you're not lost.
Già la sento morire, però è calma, sembra voglia dormire. Poi con gli occhi lei mi viene a cercare, poi si toglie anche l'ultimo velo, anche l'ultimo cielo, anche l'ultimo bacio. Forse è colpa mia, forse è colpa tua, e così sono rimasto a pensare. Ma la vita cos'è? Tutto o niente, forse neanche un perché. Con le mani lei mi viene a cercare, poi mi stringe, lentamente mi lascia, lentamente mi stringe, rimasto a guardare e lo chiamano amore, e lo chiamano amore, e lo chiamano amore, una spina nel cuore che non fa dolore. È un deserto questa gente con la sabbia in fondo al cuore, tu che non mi senti più, che non mi vedi più, avessi almeno il coraggio e la forza di dirti che sono con te. Rimasto così. Già la sento che non può più sentire, in silenzio se n'è andata a dormire, è già andata a dormire.
Yo conozco tu camino, cada paso que darás, tus angustias, tus vacíos y las piedras que hallarás, pero nunca piensas que como roca a ti regresaré. Yo conozco tu respiro, todo lo que no querrás. Tú no vives, yo estoy vivo, no lo reconocerás. Y parece como si este cielo en llamas se cayese en mí, como el fin del universo. Por amor has querido darlo todo, por amor intentaste el viento detener, tuviste sentimientos a corazón abierto, inventaste manías que se quedaron mías. Por amor has corrido sin aliento, por amor sin desfallecimiento, y dime sin pretextos cuánto de ti has puesto, cuando has creído tú en esta agonía. Y parece como si este río se inundara sobre mí, como lluvia en un diluvio. Por amor parece como si este mar enorme naufragase en mí.
You are nobody until somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. Now you may be king, you may possess the world and its gold. Gold will never buy a happiness when you're growing old. You know the world is the same. You'll never change. Just as sure as the stars shine above. Well, you are nobody until somebody comes and loves you. So find yourself somebody to love. I said the world, it still is the same. You'll never change. Just as sure as the stars shine above. Good God, baby, you ain't nobody until somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody. I have got that body. So go look about and find yourself somebody to
Ladies and gentlemen, the Palo Verde High School class of 2016.
There's a big
be seated. Good morning, parents, educators, friends, and family of the class of 2016. My name is Jaden Hoagland, and I address you this momentous day for the final time as Palo Verde High School Student Body President. On behalf of the class of 2016, I extend my deepest gratitude for your boundless love and enduring support throughout the past 4 years. And I welcome you to this graduation ceremony. Traditionally, as Student Body President, I would be expected to discuss the numerous accomplishments of my student council this year. Instead, I desire to direct my remarks towards those who have facilitated these outstanding achievements. First, I wholeheartedly thank my student council advisors, Mrs. Caroline Vacanti and Mr. Jared Powell, for their supportive guidance, passionate enthusiasm, and inspiring encouragement during my tenure as Student Body President. 2 years ago, they inherited one of the largest student councils in the Silver State. Understandably, their first year of this titanic transition proved difficult. However, through their persistence and fearless leadership, they have guided a council of wacky teenagers to unprecedented heights this year. I love them and thank them for the countless unrecognized hours they have devoted to improving Palo Verde High School. Likewise, I thank my fellow senior student body officers for their support and patience with me this year. Peyton Feller, the Student Body First Vice President, and Mackenzie Poland, the Student Body Secretary, are two of my nearest and dearest friends. And it has been an incredible blessing to serve with them my senior year. Jacob Shear, the Student Body Treasurer, is my best friend and has remained a beacon of light and truth for me throughout my high school career. I cannot say enough about these three friends and my love for them, and if you knew them like I do, you too would understand why I'm so thankful to have them in my life. Furthermore, on behalf of the Palo Verde student body, I express my appreciation towards Mr. Bill Kearns for his dedicated service as Vice Principal. Throughout my high school career, I cannot recollect any greater example of self-sacrifice for PVHS than Mr. Kearns. A couple of weeks ago, I attended a friend's Eagle Scout service project at the Palo Verde baseball fields. Those who know Mr. Kearns know that he can almost always be found cleaning up trash around the school or improving Palo Verde's campus, even outside of his employment hours. However, I did not expect to see him at this service project because of his approaching retirement. I could not have been more mistaken. Mr. Kearns was the first person at the fields and the last to leave, a true testament to his outstanding character and tireless service. Even after his retirement, his selfless legacy will remain at Palo Verde for many years to come. I think we all owe him a genuine round of applause. Finally, I'd like to thank my mother, Denise, and my father, CJ, for their loving support throughout my high school journey. Though I have often presented my lofty, ambitious goals to them, they have never discouraged me from pursuing my dreams. I would not be half the young man I am today without their affection and encouragement. To the class of 2016, I would like to personally thank you all for a fantastic senior year. It is my humble prayer that your future endeavors will be filled with success and prosperity. Congratulations, Palo Verde graduates.
I am Alexis Day, Senior Class Historian. Palo Verde High School senior choir members will please take their places. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I am Jessica Pease, Senior Class Secretary. It is my pleasure to introduce Encore and the senior members of the Palo Verde Choir who will perform the national anthem under the direction of Miss Marcy Gardner. Gentlemen, you may replace your caps. Audience in class of 2016, you may be seated.
Webmaster. On behalf of the administration, teachers, staff, students, and graduating seniors, I welcome you to our commencement ceremony. We are pleased to have in our attendance on the platform Dr. Mike Barton, Chief Instruction Unit, Ms. Patrice Tew, School Board of Trustees, District E, Mr. Kevin L. Child, School Board Trustee, District D, Ms. Kawita Adams, Assistant Chief of the Student Achievement Performance Zone 3, Dr. Jesse Welsh, Academic Manager, Innovative Learning Environments, representing our school, Mr. Darren Swiker, Principal of Palo Verde High School. Also sharing the stage are Mr. Mark Hector and Ms. Andrea Resnick, who have been selected by the seniors to read their names as they walk across the stage. Ms. Caroline Vacanti, Student Council Advisor. Leading our processional were the Palo Verde High School counselors, Ms. Michelle Brown, Ms. Kathleen Dambro, Mr. Mark Jensen, Mr. Todd Steffenhagen, Ms. Linda Wade, and Ms. Kara Wintermute. Also leading our processional were Palo Verde Department Chairpersons, Ms. Michelle Brown, Counseling, Mr. Pat Condren, Physical Education, Mr. Jim Frio, Business, Mr. Mark Hector, Social Studies, Mr. Lynn Mitchell, Librarian, Ms. Amy Reed, English, Ms. Carol Campbell, and Mr. Kevin Haygood, representing Math, Ms. Alana Robinson, Special Education, Ms. Tracy Rush, Foreign Language, Mr. Stephen Turby, Practical Arts, and Ms. Cheryl Waldman, Science.
I am Nick Jones, Senior Class Treasurer. Mr. Darren Swiker, Principal of Palo Verde High School, will now read the Statement of Occasion.
It is the philosophy of the Clark County School District that high school graduation ceremonies are designed to honor graduates with commencement activities that are solemn and dignified. We politely ask the graduates and their guests to refrain from any action that would disrupt the solemn atmosphere of these exercises. With the cooperation of all attending this ceremony, the students can truly have an event to be remembered.
I am Suzanne Fife, the Senior Class Vice President. The valedictorians are the individuals who have earned a 4.8 grade point average, the highest possible in 8 semesters of high school. I am honored to present this year's 9 valedictorians. Shantae Earl, Michaela Hall, Jaden Hoogland, Kelsey Lamb, Mario Rosano Mena, Logan Nielsen, Kazan Rafi, Kristen Stewart, and Arvin Bierpen.
I am Jacob Scheer, Student Body Treasurer. The salutatorians are the individuals who have earned the second highest grade point average possible in 8 semesters in high school. I am honored to present this year's 4 salutatorians: Chloe Alessi, Alyssa Galsiqueros, Jessica Nemchek, and Kate Vanderstelt. The valedictorians and salutatorians have taken a collaborative approach to their graduation speech. Please hold your applause to the last speaker.
When I sat down to write my section of the speech, I had no idea what I was going to write about. So I did what any other great scholar would do in terms of writer's block. I gave up and went to get help from someone who is the reason many of you here, including myself, could graduate today: Google. I clicked on the first link and read the cliche phrases, "This isn't the end, it's a new beginning," or my personal favorite, "We'll look back and say that these years were the best in our lives." I think it's safe to say many of you do not feel that way and are anxiously waiting for the best part of graduation: the end. All jokes aside, I would like to welcome all the teachers, advisors, friends, family members, parents who say they love their children, parents who actually love their children, and last but not least, the class of 2016 to this unnecessarily long graduation process. Even though we're all known as the class of 16, or the class of 4 squared for you math nerds out there, some of us have never seen some of the people here. Others may recognize nameless faces. Some of you may know Michaela from PVTV, that show that all of you eagerly and attentively watch in the mornings. Some of you may know Kristen as Biscuit, some of you may know Shantae as Mom, and some of you may know me as that kid that carries around a Rubik's Cube. Regardless, we're here together as the class of 16, and even though we're an extremely diverse group of people, we still have certain things in common, such as our love for entertainment. Sometimes, even the most memorable and impactful lessons we learn come from fictional characters on screen. Personally, the Rocky movies are a source of inspiration. One of my favorite quotes says, "You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done." This taught me and constantly reminds me to push through whatever life throws my way. My friends sitting behind me also have quotes that have helped them survive and succeed through high school, and will hopefully help you in your future endeavors.
wise man once declared, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. That wise man was Ferris Bueller in the iconic 1986 film Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and his well-known words still ring true today. Only yesterday, we cruised the campuses of our elementary schools in Heelys, our pockets bulging with silly bands of bubblegum. Only yesterday, we adored, even worshipped, a sponge that lives in a pineapple under the sea. Only yesterday, we were devoting our adolescent existences to the nourishment of stuffed animals and their online counterparts, webkins. And now, by some unexplainable, magical, time-defying force, we find ourselves on the floor of the Thomas and Mack Center, eagerly awaiting our ticket into the real world, the high school diploma. However, before we embark on the exhilarating journey that is the remainder of our lives, we must first stop and look around. So please take this fleeting moment to stop. Look around. Behold the faces of Palo Verde peers you have come to appreciate and love wholeheartedly. You observe the sobbing, distraught countenances of emotional mothers and possibly fathers who can't believe their baby is all grown up. Remember this instant and treasure it forever. After all, life moves pretty fast.
A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a Jedi once advised a Padawan, to do or do not, there is no try. The great Master Yoda's words to Luke Skywalker proved to be an incredibly resounding message to all of us about facing our challenges without fear or self-doubt. And as we stand here on the verge of the real world, we will encounter several obstacles with many new changes on the horizon, but it's not something new to us. As calculus students, we constantly found the change in mathematical equations and the relationships to their original functions. As physics students, we discovered that the change in distance over time is velocity and applied that to real-world concepts. As English students, we tirelessly revised our essays until we spewed out a finished product. Now we must remember to transfer the habits we have created during our 4 years at Palo and fine-tune them in a different environment. We've all at some point in high school said, I've got a bad feeling about this, as we brace ourselves for an upcoming test we didn't study for. However, adapting to this hurdle is pivotal because life continually throws us curveballs. As high school students, we learn to grow comfortable in our own ways, but now it's our time to branch out with new waves of ideas as we travel to this next amazing stage of our lives. Graduation is definitely a bittersweet moment. For some parents, it's like their kids are leaving home for the dark side. But just think about all the exciting and invigorating changes that will affect each and every one of our lives in the next few months. We should accept these modifications so as our lives begin to change for the better, we will go out and change the lives of the people around us in a positive way. May the force be with you all.
As the imaginary Babe Ruth said to Benny the Jet Rodriguez in The Sandlot, follow your heart, kid, and you'll never go wrong. Benny struggles with his confidence to go over the fence to retrieve a ball in fear of the beast, and Babe reveals to him a lesson that holds deep meaning. Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Babe gives Benny a reason to jump the fence and face the beast. When Benny the Jet Rodriguez succeeds and returns with the ball to the rest of the lot, he will not only be deemed a hero to the small group, but he will live on in the story as the boy who was brave enough to get the ball from the child-eating beast. We all have a fence to jump and a beast to face, and if we are willing to sacrifice, we can return our journeys as the legends that will live on forever. Babe Ruth, as the legend he is, tells Benny to follow his heart, and if we want to go down as legends, we must determine which ball is worth retrieving and chase after it.
As we leave high school and begin the daunting task of entering the real world, we must learn how to become the leaders of our lives and fulfillers of our dreams. From our 4 years at Palo Verde, we have been given the tools to accomplish greatness. Now we must put them to use. When you don't get that job or work is piling up, press on because it will be worth it. Dream big, but don't be discouraged by failure. The lessons learned from failure are often the most valuable. There are so many opportunities waiting for us if we are daring enough to go out and get them. When life seems unbearable and going back to bed seems like the better option, Just think about how sensational you'll feel at our 5-year reunion to brag about all you have been able to accomplish. Most importantly, remember to love yourself because you're doing your best. We live in a world where the internet is sent into a frenzy daily by yet another nude Kim Kardashian selfie, or a young boy wearing white Vans named Daniel becomes an overnight celebrity. Anything is possible. So, go out there and fake it till you make it. I will share a quote so eloquently spoken by the great Babe Ruth in The Sandlot. Let me tell you something, kid. Everybody gets one chance to do something great. Most people never take the chance, either because they're too scared or they don't recognize it when it spits on their shoes.
The legend of the Lorax is a colorful tale describing the life of the Onceler and how he became a hermit, living past the walls of town in a house only a child could imagine. The Onceler tells of how greed took over his life, pushing away anything that mattered and failing to do the one thing that could have prevented it all in the first place, heeding to the simple advice of the Lorax. Don't cut down the truffula tree was all he said. And sure enough, one by one, each truffula tree fell until no more stood in the forest. Standing on the stump of the last truffula tree, the Lorax asked, "Which way does the tree fall?" To which the Onceler wittingly replies, down? The Lorax laughs and says, "A tree falls the way it leans. Be careful which way you lean." Like the Onceler, we all have one or maybe many Loraxes in our lives trying to teach us lessons through advice. But to our generation, advice is often unwanted and we solve our problems by doing the exact opposite. Advice given to us throughout high school to do your work on time, to work well with others, and to be open-minded and respectful is more important than we could ever realize right now. We are prone to suffer when we fail to heed to the advice, and I guess that's the way we like to learn. But just remember that we don't want to end up in a world without truffula trees. And advice, even if it's from a loud orange creature who uses your toothbrush to comb his mustache, is always worth listening to.
Rocky Balboa once said, "Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshines and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place. And I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it." Throughout our lives thus far, each one of us has experienced a unique version of these roughly 18 years of living. Undoubtedly, we have all faced hardship and failure. As we continue on our journey toward becoming the best version of ourselves, we inevitably will come across many stumbling blocks. The way we deal with these setbacks ultimately determines our progress. We have a few paths to choose from when we have realized, after doing everything we can, failure was still the result. When examining these choices, it can be thought of as a track race, with each obstacle as a hurdle we must jump over in order to continue. If failure comes our way and we end up stumbling over the hurdle, there are a few things we could do. Our first option would be to stay on the ground and accept defeat, resulting in no further progression. We could, however, think over the advantages and disadvantages of picking ourselves up, then come to a decision. This could make us fall behind. Our final option, however, would be to jump back up and continue racing with maximum effort. It is important that we learn from the mistakes we made before, because without an analysis of what went wrong previously, we are likely to make the same mistake again. But through persistence and our new understanding, we'll come back into the race even better than before. The lessons we learn from our shortcomings only make us stronger and more likely to succeed. So, as we move on to the next stage of our lives, let us approach it with an attitude of confidence and willingness to strive for what we desire without the fear of failure.
Familiarity is something we take comfort in. However, things don't stay the same forever. The first page of Google will only take us so far, and Quizlet will only give us so many answers. We must be brave enough to live creatively, because we are only limited by our imaginations. You must live your life how you want to, instead of how others want you to. You control your destiny,
you don't need magic to do it, and there are no magical shortcuts to solving your problems. So as Merida from Brave states, if you had the chance to change your fate, would you? Fate is a funny thing. Fate is the unknown. And as many of us have only just reached the brink of adulthood, fate is scary. As we all begin to face the unknown, we make choices, decisions, and memories that will eventually define the people we become. We will no longer be suffocated by barriers as we begin to embody the courageous young men and women we desire to be. We will now take our first steps at the age of 18 years instead of 18 months, and these will be the first steps into the rest of our lives. As we take these first steps into this great big world, we will experience something beyond the Luxor lights, the smoky casinos, and the only green we seem to see, the cacti. As we leave high school, we find out how hard we are willing to work to not only touch our dreams, but to take them by storm. We must ignore the urges to look for shortcuts, magic wands, spells, or even polyjuice potions to solve our problems, as we learn that our actions will speak louder than such. We gain an idea of the path we want to take and the person that we ourselves will become in order to inspire all those around us. Now, whether we choose to pave that path is entirely up to us.
For the past 4 years of high school, we have talked about graduation or college, but we never expected it to arrive so quickly. We've conquered the unthinkable, and we have gone above and beyond in many ways just to accomplish this one task. Walt Disney's movies have always given us great inspiration, especially the little elephant Dumbo, who told us, "Don't just fly, soar." We've all reached a point in high school where we have wanted to give up, or just sleep instead of finishing an essay or studying for a test. But we pushed through, and not only did we finish what needed to get done, but we executed it well. All of our teachers have handed us a test we believe is impossible, and they tell us, just do your best. We may think life is over, but it always seems to work out. Just remember, shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Most of us also play sports, and we always want to try our hardest so we can continue to improve. There may be days when your team doesn't win. You can't master a triple pirouette, or you can't beat your fastest time. But after all of the hard work and effort, the next time you try, it will be even better. We are all moving on in life, but we will continue to excel as we have throughout high school. Don't settle for anything less than you are capable of, and do not forget to always push yourselves to do the best you can. We can accomplish so much if we set our minds to it. And remember, as Dumbo said, don't just fly, soar.
We all come face to face with a difficult challenge at least once in our lives. Whether it may be studying for an extremely difficult exam that can make or break your grade, trying to find out how you're supposed to write an essay in 2 hours before Turnitin.com closes, or squeeze in that last episode of a series on Netflix before the clock hits 3 a.m. All of these challenges pose one common theme: just keep swimming. Perseverance is a key aspect to being successful in life. Perseverance doesn't mean to go through a challenge and simply accept what's inflicted onto you. It is also a way to fight back to find a solution. Well-known basketball star Michael Jordan once said, "If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb, go through it, or work around it." As simple as it sounds, not all challenges have simple solutions. Challenges are meant to be exactly what the word says, challenging. To persevere takes a lot of mental toughness to continue in spite of no one believing you can do anything. In order to persevere, pain and a lot of hard thinking will be needed. You may be told you're not good enough and you'll never be good enough for anything. However, do not listen to those words, for one with a strong heart and a strong mind does not hear them. There will come a time when someone or something will bring light back into your life, and those challenges won't feel like challenges anymore. So if you ever feel the urge to give up because all hope seems lost, always remember what the amazing Dory had to say: just keep swimming.
To all my fellow classmates, I'd like to pose a question. What are you waiting for?
Whether you have your answer or not, or your answer is, I don't know, something amazing, I guess, like the little boy on the trike in The Incredibles, that question can be a little scary. The future seems as if it is this major obstacle, but many of us forget one of the most important factors of life, confidence. We especially lack it in times of hardship, like after we've all failed that English test and realized we aren't so sure about our own language anymore. The point is, some days can be gloomy and make you want to stop trying, but the shining moments, like this one right here and now, make those days all worth it. While trusting yourself and your abilities is one of the hardest things anyone can do, it is absolutely the most rewarding. Knowing that you, on your own, accomplished this immense goal with just your determination for success is the greatest honor of all. The uncertainty of what's to come is generally regarded as frightening, but the only thing that stands in the way of your triumphs is a little voice in your head. Take that doubt and use it to fuel your goals and prove everyone wrong, including that voice. So trust in yourself and trust in your dexterity, because if you have confidence, you can tackle your greatest obstacle, the future. So I'll ask again, what are you waiting for?
As Andrew Clark in the Breakfast Club said, we're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it. 4 years ago, we entered high school, timid and afraid, too short to even reach our lockers. Throughout the years, our minds have been filled with immeasurable amounts of knowledge. After countless hours of tests and homework, what now? From everything we learned, what will we bring into the future? What we have learned from books has afforded us a strong foundation for what's to come. But among all of the facts and formulas that we have absorbed, the most difficult test we took in high school was the test of our characters. Freshman and sophomore years, we acted how we thought we had to fit in. Junior year, we were defined by how we thought colleges wanted us to be. As we moved past senior year, we realized that the only people who can define us are ourselves. We have the ability to mold ourselves into whatever kind of people we desire. High school was a time to discover who we didn't want to be, and in doing so, hopefully, we have all come a little closer to discovering who it is we are. After 4 years, we leave high school, confident and excited, no longer the timid and afraid freshmen that we once were. However, as for being unable to reach our lockers, sadly for myself, that still hasn't changed.
High school has been chock full of lessons learned and memories made. It has been study parties with M&M brownies and pajama parties with Sherlock and ice cream. It has been Battle of the Sexes assemblies, homecoming games, and one of my favorites, the electrical fire in the kitchen when we all got to go home early. It has been a daily struggle of how bad do I really need to study for that test, and should I go to practice today? It has been that feeling when you look at the clock at 2 in the morning and have to decide whether to read the book or hit up Spark Notes. Let's be honest, no one here is wishing we had one more year, just a little more time. The past 4 years have been full of wonderful moments, and as Aladdin's all-knowing genie said, today's special moments are tomorrow's memories. It's time to pocket the memories we have from high school and go make new ones with new people and new experiences. Throughout senior year, we've been thinking this is the last time we'll get to do this and the last time we will get to do that. But actually, it has all been leading up to the first time we will get to do many things. Change brings new opportunities for laughter, new chances for growth, and new ways to learn. So take these opportunities and run with them. High school is only the beginning, and by graduating, we are finally beginning our lives. Congratulations, class of 2016.
I am Mackenzie Pullen, Student Body Secretary. Now, Encore and the senior members of the Palo Verde High School Choir will sing the Palo Verde Alma Mater and the senior song 100 Years by John Andreasic under the direction of Miss Marcy Gardner.
We will fight with all our
I'm Peyton Feller, Student Body First Vice President. The senior class officers have worked hard this year to plan senior activities and to make this year a year to remember. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our senior class president, Bethany Bull.
Good morning, graduating class of 2016. I am Bethany Bullock, Senior Class President. Growing up in the technology age, we have enjoyed an ever-growing stream of information. Until 1900, human knowledge doubled approximately every century. And now, according to IBM, with the growth of the internet, it will lead to the doubling of knowledge every 12 hours. Technology has shaped our lives, opened doors, expanded opportunities, and flooded us with information and ideas. But at what point are we drowning in all of this knowledge? T.S. Eliot says it best. Where is the wisdom we have lost in knowledge? Where is the knowledge we have lost in information? With our generation having far more access to knowledge, there is an even greater need for us to access another quality within us all, wisdom. Wisdom is an intangible quality gained solely through our life experiences. Throughout high school, we have had many experiences. I think it is safe to say that none of us are the same people we were entering high school as we are exiting it. Every decision, every moment, and every person has contributed into propelling us into the people we have become. Let us use those experiences to propel us even further into the people we hope to become. With all this knowledge surrounding us, I implore each and every one of us to seek wisdom. Wisdom to figure out the world around us. Wisdom to be able to discern between truth and fallacy. Wisdom to put the phone down once in a while. Wisdom to love others, even if we don't agree with them. Wisdom to figure out who we are and what we believe. Wisdom to understand that those here with us today are some of the greatest blessings we have. Wisdom to give them a hug. Say thank you. Say thank you for changing my life. And thank you for giving me wisdom. Wisdom from the lessons you have taught me and the influence your life has had on mine. That is what I'd like to say to you, class of 2016. Thank you. These 4 years we've had together has given us growth and friendship. The memories and lessons learned I will cherish forever. I'll leave with this. The major work of the world is not done by geniuses, those filled with intellect and knowledge. It is done by ordinary people with wisdom who have learned to live in an extraordinary manner. Congratulations, my fellow graduates of 2016. High school has given us a myriad of experiences, memories, and especially knowledge. Let's be wise what we choose to do with it. After all, the future is in our hands, and the world will need people who will make the wise choice, not the easiest one. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Darren Spiker.
Good morning to all of our special guests, parents, grandparents, and the 2016 graduates of Palo Verde High School. This morning, we would like to honor 5 foreign exchange students who have attended Palo Verde High School as seniors. The foreign exchange students in attendance are Amp Chie from Lyon, France, En Chi Hee from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Alessandro Lai from Sardinia, Italy, Barbara Maracchini from Parma, Italy, Virginia Rallo from Parma, Italy. Even though these students are not officially graduating this morning, we would like to recognize them for their academic achievement. It has been a pleasure having you at Palo Verde High School. Congratulations. It is my honor and pleasure to present this amazing graduating class. Today we are honoring their accomplishments. We have 125 advanced honors diploma candidates, 110 advanced diploma candidates, 200 high honors scholars, 80 honors scholars, and 275 Millennium Scholarship candidates. Our students have been accepted to more than 100 different post-secondary institutions across this country, ranging from UNLV and UNR, UCLA, Cal Poly, University of the Pacific, Washington University, University of Oklahoma, Northwestern, University of Utah, UC San Diego, New York University, Hillsdale College, and BYU, just to name a few. Others will be entering the work world or serving our country in a military capacity. Collectively, these students have earned more than 500 scholarships, totaling over $11.8 million. Let's give them a round of applause. Graduates, I want you to look all around you right now. Look at all of the families and friends that are with us today. Please know that your parents and or guardians have invested so much time and energy getting you to this very moment. They are here and have done so much for you because they love you. Within the next 24 hours, be sure to thank them for all of their sacrifices that they have made for you. And now, for your very last lesson from Palo Verde High School. What separates the good from the great is leadership. Leadership can come in a variety of avenues. Some leaders are positive and others are not. You know the difference. By definition, a leader must be someone that others are willing to follow. Each and every one of you has the ability to be a great leader. It is critical that you possess the right characteristics such as integrity, selflessness, persistence, drive, and effort. Great leaders directly affect those around them. They can make everyone else better. Furthermore, a great leader also knows how and when to follow. As you go out into the world, show the highest regard for integrity and the worth of all of those you encounter along the way. Never give up on your dreams. As this chapter comes to a close, I insist that each one of you make everyone around you better through your own positive leadership. Congratulations and best wishes to each one of you on this special occasion. Thank you. At this time, it is a pleasure to present the class of 2016. I certify that these students have completed the credit requirements prescribed by the Board of Trustees of the Clark County School District and the Nevada Department of Education. These students will receive the awards commensurate with their academic accomplishments under the policies and regulations of the Clark County School District and the laws of the state of Nevada. Trustee 2, I present to you the Palo Verde High School class of 2016.
So as a child, I lived at the base of a mountain, and my whole life, it was the biggest thing around me. And I had my greatest adventures on this Squaw Peak. In the deep of winter, I went down treacherous roads on a sled with my father and almost went over the edge. Some of my greatest hikes in the summer were on this huge 11,000-foot peak. And my whole life, it was the biggest mountain that I had encountered. Until I earned a scholarship where I earned my private pilot's license. And for the first time, I began to climb and to soar in the area where I lived. And when I went over that mountain, my mountain, the mountain that I had lived by, I was shocked because it was a dwarf in comparison with the mountain ranges behind it. There were a series of 7 mountains, even bigger and grander than what I had grown up with. And so my first lesson to you from my childhood is, learn to look upward and outward. Learn to seek the entire truth and have a true perspective. Right now, you're at a starting point to the knowledge, experience, and understanding and wisdom that you are yet to gain. Be open, be teachable. We go to a lot of graduations as trustees, and my first graduation this year was something that I had never experienced. It was at John Miller School, and it's for the medically fragile children. None of these children have any capacity to do anything on their own. And yet on the front of the school, as you enter the school, it says, everyone, every child can learn. And these are children who for the most part are in wheelchairs. None of them speak. The average IQ of these students is 20 points. And if you want to know what that's translated into, that's like the capacity of a 1-month-old baby or a 3-month-old baby. And yet every effort is made to help teach these children. And it was very poignant as these children who are not expected to live beyond their 20s were wheeled up as graduates. In September, there were 6 potential graduates, but one of their class passed away. And so on this day, there were only 5. 4 were wheeled in, and 1 was walked in, assisted on either side, on legs that were smaller than my forearm. But there was such pride in what they were doing. There was such amazing support for what these children were doing that it made me think that here they were, as incapacitated as they were still trying to reach their full potential with the support of everyone around them. You have many talents, you have many gifts, you have many capabilities. And please don't misjudge who you are. I never want to hear any of you say, because of your standing in your class, that I'm not very smart. Because all of us have talents that have yet to blossom. And if all of us have some kind of genius, and if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid. There is no such thing as stupid. We can all learn and reach our potential and learn to serve. My 2nd, 3rd, and 4th graduations of this summer have been in the prisons. You may not know that CCSD maintains 4 high school prison high schools, in the women's prison and then 3 others in High Desert and Southern Desert Correctional. And when I sit there and look into the faces of these prisoners, a lot of memories flood into my mind. Not only of having ex-convicts live with us in our home, but just seeing the lost potential. I'm looking into the faces of individuals who are in their late 20s, all the way into their 70s, here for the first time to receive their diplomas. And I look at them and I think, and when I spoke to them, I said, I am so sorry that we lost you the first time. And I am so grateful to be with you to celebrate what you have achieved today. And I look into your faces with a lot of gratitude, and I say thank you on behalf of all of us for having been willing to stay engaged at whatever level in school and to do the hard thing. Always be willing to do the hard thing. Again, as I looked into these prisoners' faces, it made me remember back to when my own daughter, who graduated from CCSD, all 4 of my children graduated from CCSD, saw me changing into a suit. Now, on any typical day, I was in jeans, and she knew that those were days when I was playing around with her and doing things with her. But if I ever changed into a suit, she knew that I would be leaving soon. And she saw me in a suit on one particular day, and she asked me where I was going. And in a prior life, I was an attorney. And I said to her, I'm going to the prison. Now, what does a little blonde, curly-headed 3-year-old know about prisons? Nothing. But she figured it must be somewhere fun, and she, maybe getting an ice cream or going to a movie. And so she asked me, is it free to get in? And that struck me to the core. And I looked at that little shining face, and I said, Adrian, it is not free to get in. It costs you everything you have. Now, to some degree, you can understand what that means. But when I tell that in a prison setting, I can tell you that it is dead quiet. As the soberness and the heaviness of what it has cost those men settles in. And the travesty is that after that graduation, when I'm speaking among the prisoners, they will often say to me, I have not cried in 10 years. And I never thought about that the way you talked about it, of what it cost. And so I say to you, be careful in what you do. Recognize that every choice you make, and for that matter, every choice you don't make, has a consequence. Be men and women of integrity, and know this, there is no right way to do the wrong thing. I'll say that again. There is no right way to do the wrong thing. We have incredible belief in you. We have incredible vision for you. Have that soft, teachable heart. Be willing to seek for the true perspective with that upward and outward vision. Be men and women of integrity who are willing to serve. And so now at this time, on behalf of the Clark County School District Board of School Trustees, it is my honor, it is my privilege to accept the students of Palo Verde High School as the class graduates of 2016. Go Panthers!
Please proceed to your places for the distribution of diplomas. Trustee 2 and Ms. Adams, would you please join me on the platform? As the graduates of the 2016 prepare to receive their diplomas, I just want to take a minute to remind you of the announcement that was made earlier in the ceremony. I cannot stress enough the importance of making certain that every family of every individual crossing this stage can hear their graduate's name being called. Please remember that every young adult before you has earned the right to be here, has earned the recognition that goes with that, and has most certainly earned the right to be treated with honor and respect. Please make certain that if you cheer or shout, that the next graduate's name is heard.
Let's please stand. Will the first row of graduates please stand?
Chloe Alessi.
Jaden Hoagland.
Bethany Bullock.
Nicholas Jones.
Alexis Day.
Mario Lozano Mina.
Shantae Earl.
Jacob Shear.
Peyton Feller.
Arvin Virapan.
Suzanne Fife.
Devin Brown.
Alyssa Siqueiros.
Anthony Diaz.
Michaela Hall.
Maxwell Draskovich.
Kelsey Lamb.
Joseph Ender.
Jessica Nemchek.
Nolan Erickson.
Logan Nielsen.
Carlos Garcia Murillo.
Jessica Pease.
Jose Gaspar de Alba.
Madison Pritt.
Cameron Howe Linnick.
Mackenzie Pullen.
Nicholas Jacobson.
Kasdan Raffi.
Parker Jorgensen.
Kristen Stewart.
Jacob Judd.
Kate Vanderstelt.
Alexander Kim.
Alana Bonico.
Noah Landers.
Pauline Berha.
Julian Abreu Valiente.
Caitlin Berto.
Raimo Labroto.
Veronica Batumi.
Darren Lovis.
Abigail Bermud.
Michael Malikian.
Lauren Burrows.
Taylor Miller.
Morgan Calder.
Ethan Wynn.
Kelsey Chain.
Justin Wynn.
Carolina Cisneros.
Noah Pate.
Celine Benora.
Blake Robbins.
Shanoa Bethards.
Bryce Rogers.
Gabrielle Colgan.
Nicholas Severance.
Maya Daniels.
Aiden Swainston.
Haley Delcor.
Jordan Wayne.
Kim Ellis.
Nicholas Wolfram.
Hannah Elwood.
Jovaz Abud Sanchez.
Madison Engel.
Matthew Adams.
Emily Fierstein.
Neil Advani.
Jessica Fields.
Nicholas Agent.
Madeline Fisher.
Anthony Aguirre.
Rayanne Goff.
Tay On.
Mirabella Gonzalez.
Davy Alabashi.
Emma Gutierrez.
Devontae Allen.
Savannah Hanson.
Rion Almeida.
Julia Breckner.
Zachary Altimus.
Haley Hauk.
Ignacio Alvarez.
Madison Johnson.
Tal Amber.
McCall Johnson.
Eduardo Amezquita Lopez.
Skyla Johnson.
Abraham Koss.
Amanda Jones.
Ryan Aponte.
Amanda Callis Hyde.
Brandon Auschwitz.
Paige Caskey.
Ethan Ballard.
Shivani Kamamkar.
Drew Bandhauer.
Kayla Kinney.
Eliezer Banner.
Nidia Larios.
Max Barakani.
Hannah Levitt.
Donnie Barfield.
McKenna Lee.
Dalton Barney.
Taeyeon Lee.
Alexander Bartak.
Hannah Maynard.
Hussein Basak,
Carly Matthias,
Jason Beatty,
Alexis McCaw,
Christian Bell,
Taylor McCoy,
Ruben Ben Simon,
Haley Mendenhall,
Konstantin Bialitsa,
Alana Molosky,
Connor Black,
Rachel Miramontes,
Tristan Bradford,
Romita Monti,
Christopher Brown,
Madison Mortensen,
James Brown,
Kelly Murphy,
Wyatt Bledsoe,
New Win,
Aaron Bryan,
Alexi Olivares,
Nolan Bryan,
Jada Parmentuan,
Christian Bryant,
Emily Pearson,
Teddy Bueno,
Callie Pendleton,
Easton Bunker,
Adriana Piccinini,
Justin Burkhart,
Summer Pierce,
Blake Burney,
Macy Plunkett,
Ricky Altamirano,
Kaylee Puckett,
Sean Calhoun,
Mary Grace Ann Quinajon,
Clinton Camiso,
Amber Rivera,
Dax Campa,
Brianna Rivera,
Mark Campbell,
Tatiana Rodriguez,
David Carrion,
Madison Shinta,
Eric Castile,
Mackenzie Shevlin,
Jeremy Sellis,
Emily Strong,
Dallas Chack,
Kayla Swan,
Sam Chen,
Haley Sukala,
Aaron Chisholm,
Alexa Swartz,
Jung Hun Choi,
Kaylee Tomlinson,
Maxwell Kohler,
Nolan Packer,
Devlin Coleman,
Michaela Astrid Tapaccio,
Gregory Conklin,
Maria Macy Villar,
Blake Cook,
Janae Walton,
Kavika Covington,
Brooke Wurtzberger,
Richard Craycroft,
Danny Witham,
Andrew Creel,
Robin Ye,
Christopher Delacqua,
Christine Yee,
Bryce Davey,
Natalie Aguirre,
Tristan De La Vega,
Natalia Albaron,
Logan Delcor,
Annalie Alvarado,
Nicholas Donovan,
Gili Amid,
Bailey Dorsey,
Maruk Amir,
Anthony Dreyer,
Alyssa Anderson,
Michael Dunn,
Stacy Andrade,
Cole Durrell,
Nusha Amarian,
Taylor Eddins,
Emily Arcos,
Alfredo Elizararas,
Samantha Arcos,
Cooper Elliott,
Sadie Avila,
Etherton.
Madison Apitz.
Peyton Fall.
Manana Arakelian.
Yashar Fard.
Samia Aziz.
Nathaniel Farmer.
Ileana Azule.
Jackson Fassett.
Ashley Barnes.
Sabine Christian Falea.
Mackenzie Barnes.
Michael Ferruza.
Sarah Baum.
Michael Feuerstein.
Ana Becerra.
Noah Floyd.
Asiri Bell.
Joshua Fowler.
Faith Blackstad.
Jacob Fuentes.
Sierra Bollinger.
Kenneth Funk.
Kira Bracamontes.
Daniel Geba.
Sierra Breland.
Tyler Godwin.
Victoria Torre Brigola.
Jacob Graulick.
Chelsea Ann Bugarin.
Joanna Grafalda.
Paige Burns.
Asher Gresham.
Sydney Bush.
Andrew Gregorian.
Sydney Cabello.
Salvador Guerra.
Taylor Cabral.
Marquis Henry.
Kealani Calderon.
Irfan Habibi.
Elisa Camanteague.
Kyler Hack.
Jaslyn Coffey.
Jared Hamawi.
Kiara Coker.
Alvin Harris.
Hannah Colarusso.
Dylan Hastings.
Haley Anter.
CJ Geiking.
Caitlin Condren.
Jackson Haynes.
Ashley Cooper.
Isaac Hernandez.
Danielle Cox.
Connor Howell.
Brooklyn Cruz.
Jeremiah Hudson.
McKaylee Cutler.
Jonathan Herskin.
Emma Dalton.
Kareem Hussein.
Miranda Daniel.
Logan Hutchison.
Ashley Darcy.
Brett Ingram.
Madison De La Fuente.
Jake Jackson.
Nancy Diaz Vargas.
Brandon Jacobson.
Alexandra Doran.
Brent Jacobson.
Sydney Dunny.
Joshua Jett.
Tessa Dwyer.
Jonah Johnson.
Elizabeth Dyer.
Frank Johnson.
Lauren Fauscher.
Lamar Johnson.
Ariel Fazell.
Ryan Jones.
Baharia Feta.
Rhett Jorgensen.
Dominique Festa.
Cole Judd.
Cameron Fleming.
Alexander Gerardo Gonzalez.
Laura Flores.
Daniel Calderon.
Elizabeth Ford.
Austin Key.
Asia Frechette.
Carter Kemp.
Kayla Free Drury.
Jordan Kemp.
Samantha Garbiso.
Donggong Kim.
Riley Linehan.
Jason Kim.
Courtney Goodrich.
Matthew Kim.
Brianna Garcia.
Aaron Klinger.
Isabella Gatlin.
Kyle Leonard.
Marlena Gatlin.
Jacob Connect.
Marcy Goldberg.
Alec Krentz.
Isabella Goldsmith.
Jack Lazovich.
Samantha Gonzalez.
Nathan Lee.
Gianna Granada.
Sergio Leva.
Brianna Gray.
Alejandro Lopez.
Sydney Grover.
Marcus Lopez.
Hannah Gunderson.
Bryce Lyle.
Emily Gunnels.
Connor McLeod.
Sarah Hack.
Daniel Madonna.
Anna Haygood.
Donald Maya Beckley.
Alam Hamden.
Vincent Maldonado.
Liliana Hanna.
Alexandru Mangiria.
Sarah Harbin.
Mark Mann.
Dejanay Harris.
Adrian Mannon.
Michaela Hartsfield.
Keenan Manuiri Rangy.
Zoe Hevner.
Jose Marin.
Erica Hill.
Mateo Marquez.
Divine Hinton.
Parker Marks.
Alexis Halady.
Scott Matson.
Ashley Horan.
Drake Maxwell.
Miranda Wazing.
Garrett Mays.
Tiffany Isom.
Matthew MacArthur.
Dominique Jacobs.
Patrick McClincy.
Brianna Jaffe.
Elijah McLeod.
Emily Jacobs.
Christian McDermott.
Brianna Kelso.
Joe Mendiola.
Caitlin Kemmer.
Trevor Merritt.
Melissa Keyboy.
Jonathan Mitch.
Courtney Klemke.
Keenan Mitchell.
Callie Cook.
Andrew Moffett.
Michelle Cook.
Zion Monito.
Alexandra Kofoid.
Luis Montiero.
Natalie Kowalski.
Gavin Moore.
Hannah Kroll.
Albert Moran.
Shelby Lancaster Politz.
William Moran.
Samantha Landazuri Nova.
Joshua Muir.
Kara Loudermilk.
George Nevitt.
Haley Lawrence.
Dylan Nielsen.
Jessica Lestarzik Williams.
Edward Obando.
Sarah Little.
Jared Oliver.
Mary Long.
June Oshimoto.
Lauren Long.
Christopher Overton.
Charlotte Lund.
Diego Oviedo.
Shelby Lupton.
Daniel Patho.
Sydney Mallett.
Kurt Perez.
Victoria Mang.
Peyton Peterson.
Gemma Mangino.
Andrew Pfister.
Julianne Manuel.
Joshua Pine.
Amanda Marciniak.
Blake Porter.
Lauren Marcos.
Samuel Powers.
Monique Martin.
Joseph Pugh.
Sarah Massey.
Michael Quillisi.
Betty MacArthur.
Christopher Quinn.
Emily MacArthur.
Dayton Rabideau.
McCall McClellan.
Joshua Randolph.
Marlena McGillivray.
Mitchell Rathbun.
Abigail Mercer.
Jeremy Redinger.
Sydney Milko.
Ivan Renteria.
Madeline Miller.
David Reyes Flores.
Alyssa Millerin Garcia.
Darius Rice.
Allison Moore.
Shay Riddle.
Lizelle Moore.
Aaron Ryan.
Mia Moore.
Gabriel Rodriguez.
Anaissa Morales.
John Rania.
Taya Morgan.
Andy Roque.
Taya Morgan.
Taj Rosado.
Gabrielle Morrow.
Ricky Rubalcava.
Estrella Muentes.
Donovan Rubio.
Skylar Murphy.
Anthony Ryan.
Monserrat Navarro.
Lewis Ryan.
Cyan Nelson.
Oscar Sanchez.
Natalie Nagai.
Alexander Sadu.
Sienna Nochi.
Cameron Sandifer.
Madeline Novak.
Vulcan Sarichire.
Melissa Nungari.
Nicholas Satomba.
Sadie O'Connell.
Pearson Schroll.
Alessandra Owancha.
Daniel Schwartz.
Isabella Oler.
Nicholas Zaman.
Chelsea Orgel.
Brendan Sellers.
Marisol Ornelas.
Randy Shamus.
Jordan O'Rourke.
Calvin Alvin Siegert.
Ashley Osorio.
Liam Smiley.
Caitlin Oxford.
Samaje Smith.
Daniela Padilla.
Patrick Soto.
Rojen Panahi.
Joseph St. Hours.
Emmeline Park.
Adam Stewart.
Kelly Perez.
Courtney Strahan.
Sarah Perez.
Trenton Sweat.
JC Perkins.
Joshua Robert Tattagui.
Lauren Peru.
Darius Tabasi.
Alexandra Pettis.
Anthony Taylor.
Summer Phillips.
Eric Taylor.
Kayla Pichelle.
Sean Taylor.
Remy Pine.
Shantez Thomas.
Brittany Poley.
Talon Thomason.
Madison Pomerantz.
Tucker Thomason.
Regine Porta.
John Thompson.
Lauren Punzow.
Kyle Thompson.
Samantha Pramschafer.
Jaron Thompson.
Lillian Quinn.
Ryan Thompson.
Lindsay Ray.
Michael Son.
Marley Ray.
Cameron Toomer.
Elizabeth Reinchess.
Daniel Topetti.
Brianna Reynolds.
Cody Topol.
Kayla Richards.
Matthew Townsend.
Sydney Richards.
Tino Trong.
Rihanna Rivera.
Michael Trushaw.
Kaylee Roberson.
Jacob Traska.
Jasmine Rodriguez.
Eric Turner.
Elizabeth Rodriguez Navarez.
Brando Turner.
Kylie Rogers.
Dylan Turner.
Olivia Salinas.
Nicholas Vasknets.
Holly Slake.
Philip Veal Broads.
Haley Sanchez.
Ryan Vogelai.
Carrie Sanderson.
Trenton Webb.
Julia Schanbacher.
Slade Weber.
Sydney Sheff.
Joseph Warner.
Hannah Schneidman.
K. Ronald Whitfield.
Isabel Setna.
Dominic Williams.
Kayanne Savage.
Joshua Williams.
Alexandra Vanasacker.
Austin Wright.
Paulina Silcox.
Tyler Yin.
Abigail Slopass.
Anthony Youssef.
Gabrielle Smith.
Cyrus Zacharias.
Haley Smith.
Rebar Zabari.
Mia Sutton.
Sean Zuniga.
Iwana Spiridon. Dylan Sprague. Sydney Stan. Lauren Standish. Alexandria Steigner. Jada Stinnett. Megan Streeter. Megan Sugitani. Shireen Tagdeer. Savannah Tassoni. Jasmine Taylor. Margot Tedeschi. Kyrie Turman. Kelsey Thomas. Alyssa Timmons. Taylor Tomasilli. Raphael Torjman Dukan. Alexis Torres. Yasmin Tovar. Kiera Triplett. Sarah Treble. Edna Suda. Alondra Uriarte Beltran. Nadia Van Buren. Alana Vasquez. Gabrielle Velez. Cassidy Vendramin. Debbie Vivaldo Bravo. Silvana Vivanco Chipiama. Megan Watson. Ashley Vike. Kiera Ware. Taylor Weber. Lindsay Weisbord. Paige Weldon. Jessica Wesley. Erica White. Angela Williams. Rebecca Ray. Noah Yawan. Maria Zarate.
the graduates please stand for the turning of the tassels ceremony?
Place your right hand on the tassel. Ready, set, turn.